I'm really nervous. The second round could be the second of anything, he thinks to himself. He's always done bad on that second time.
I can't even put my Beyblade together.
Very often he comes out with gangbusters in the first round, but that second round is always the one that just kicks him in the butt.
Maybe this will work. Weird. I'll try this yellow.
Oh, nope. Somebody hit the button and let the crowd roar again. Can't let that happen. It's too distracting. We're going to take a commercial break. This is Silly Sylvan's crazy Beyblade discount bonanza. Come and see my Beyblades and all my pieces and just watch them as they win you round after round of what's the word I'm looking for? Silliness and craziness. They've got the big ones and the little ones and the ones with the jagged edges and just crazy silliness because I'm Silly Sylvan. Oh yes, look at how silly I am. I take the pieces off and I put them on other ones that don't even belong. You'd be surprised though, just pure coincidence and happenstance that some of these really work and they really win you. They'll win you over here at Silly Sylvan's.
Watch this.
Here's a test run, a sample of what we can do, right? Oh yeah, look at that guy. He knows how to handle that arena. You just wait until he gets a competitor in there, someone that he can beat up on. Exactly. Well, keep in mind that both of these are mine, so there's always going to be one that's going to beat the other. Here at Silly Sylvan's. And this is the third round of the bonanza for Silly Sylvan. Let me show you some of these other pieces that we have here. Oh yeah! Doing his little concentric circles routine. He's gonna take out an opponent here really soon. Oh yeah! See, exactly. Perfect. And now back to your programming. You hear that stadium? Well, it's the side stadium, the one that overlooks the actual stadium of the Beybladers. But they're loud. They're so loud. They're so anxious. They can't wait to see their favorite Beyblader take home the title. And there is Dapper Dan, just lying there in wait, wondering when the Slayer is going to deign to show his presence again. After the first round, 2 out of 3 Dapper Dan wins. You know the Slayer's got something up his belt. He's sitting in the locker room just concocting a new combination of Beyblade finesse. And he's going to come rip-roaring into this arena and he's going to try to get that trophy and get that all taken care of and show Dapper Dan that coming to the big dogs is not always the place to be. Alright, we're setting up here. Looks like they're getting ready.
On the lower stadium. 3,
Alright.
2, 1, let it break.
Oh, look at that. Slayer's hopping up and down like a jackrabbit, but it doesn't help him. Dapper Dan takes the lead again. Did you see how he hopped around? It's like he couldn't stand still. He couldn't stay on top of the surface of the arena. You wonder if maybe we should put turf in there, because man, that was craziness. You'd think that the Slayer was somehow related to Silly Sylvan, but who knows? So they're all winding up again. Dapper Dan could really do a number here if he takes this win.
3, 2, 1, let it.
Dapper Dan does a little jumping around. Oh, they're just pacing. They're pacing. Oh, look at Dapper Dan's little. Oh, he's got a little dance there. It's a stutter step. It's a stutter step. And they're just taking little kisses, little pot shots at each other, just sizing each other up. It's really hard to tell how this is going to turn out. Boy, they're just not hammering. They're just taking their time. But oh, I see. There's wobbling. The Slayer's wobbling. It's not looking good. Oh, the Slayer bites it again. Could this be a total shutout in this round? Can Dapper Dan really pull it out of the fan? Oh, the Slayer. He's re-strategizing. He's going with a whole new setup. I guess that's part of the regulations. He can do this. It just may take a little time. We've got to watch and see his genius at its best. Heck, even at its worst, usually the Slayer mops up the arena. What do you think is his deal? How could this particular battle, especially with a newbie, a new guy, a guy that is just working his way slowly up the ladder and finally ready to go? All right, here it is. This is the last one for the round.
3, 2, 1, let it commercial. Right.
Oh no. Slayer jumping around on the outskirts, totally leaving Dapper Dan competitorless. Dapper Dan probably both thankful and oh, this is not right.
Restart.
Slayer. All right, we're gonna do an honor round. Dapper Dan's allowing one more opportunity for the Slayer to prove himself. That's a very honorable position. What else can you expect from the new guy?
3, 2, 1, let it.
What an entrance. Now they're really going to town. There's some wobbling going on though. Wow. After some really hard hits, Slayer was slayed. Craziness. The crowd, if you could hear them, they are just bouncing off the walls, screaming.
Literally.
Some of them in defiance and others in exultation. Dapper Dan takes round 2.
There's another commercial break. Doo-doo.
And we're here today. This is Swifty, the cleaner / maintenance worker, showing you how he can do all kinds of great things to keep your Beyblades clean using WD-40 and soap water, sometimes even spit. But we do the most amazing job at keeping your Beyblades slicker than snot and making sure that they can slip up and bump up against your opponent and causing just the right friction and all of that craziness. So here we are today with a nice tall tornado style Beyblade, and we can add any types of fluids to make sure that each component is properly fitted to its other components, so that it's all properly put together. You want to come by, bring your dirty Beyblades and we'll clean it for you. Swifty, the cleaner / maintenance guy. Back to your programming. And we're back. Round 3 of the tournament. The Slayer showing off some of his symbols and his better components. We'll see what happens. And I think he's all ready. He's geared and ready to rip. Dapper Dan's waiting in the alcoves.
3, 2, 1, let it rip.
Look at it go. Couple hits, 3 hits, 4. Little taps, love kisses. Oh. There's some wobbling going on. Can it be? Oh, he stopped wobbling though. I don't know. Does not looking good. Slayer, the champion man, has gone down. Not a good start for round 3. Possibly our final round if the judges finally just give up and they want to go home. Look at Dapper Dan. He could go 2 rounds, 2 full rounds. He could take 2 guys out possibly with the form that he is showing right there. And there it goes. Oh, Slayer's pulling it all out. Oh, his tornado guy just couldn't get his footing. Couldn't get on there. It's like molasses. Well, not molasses. What would be more slick?
Clumsy.
He was clumsy. That's supposed to be a...
Second battle.
Oh, we had some camera malfunction there. Apologies for the...
Someone shot a Beyblade at the camera.
I think the crowd's trying to get into the camera room. And they want to have their way. They want to do away with this night. They don't want this night to ever be aired because it's a nightmare for some of these crowd people. They love their Slayer.
3, 2, 1, let it.
Wow. Oh, nice. There's some colors, some lights. Oh man, that tornado, the Slayer, he's wobbling though. He's got the height advantage. Oh man. I think it's over and done with. Look at him go. It just doesn't stop.
Die.
All right, Slayer's last chance. This might be it. We might have to call it a night. Dapper Dan, he's in his groove now. He's flexing his shoulders, he's scrunching them up and down.
3, 2, 1, let it.
There. Let's see what happens. He
Restart.
went out. He's going to try it again. Dapper Dan's being an honorable gentleman. Oh no! Even 2 starts and he couldn't pull it off. And look at Dapper Dan's strut. All right, we're going to do one last one.
And then a commercial.
And maybe one more commercial. And then we're all throwing in the towel.
3, 2, 1, let it.
There it is. They're doing it. Oh wow, this is possibly one of the best ones. Look at some of the movement. Is that Dapper Dan that went down? That's hard to believe. Wow. All right, folks. White tonight. Couldn't believe it turned out that way. Have a wonderful Monday night.